to Celluloid Psychosis. I am your host, CJ Bowser, and joining me as always is the very handsome, the very British, the king of Salisbury himself, Mr. Paul Ashford. What's up, buddy?
I am fantastic, TJ. I'm very, very, very good. How about you?
Really good, and I'm very
Excellent.
excited to get back to our
hmm
show.
hmm
I apologize because of my awful American internet, as Paul would say. Uh, the supplier here is awful. And yep, not much we can do unless we go to old fiber optic, but the fiber optic option also has like 3 stars on the Google rating. So what can you
Nice.
do, Paul? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. You know. But I've had a good few weeks, however long it's been, man. I've had a good time,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I attended my first convention in about 3 years.
A damn fine one at that, too.
It was a very, very special one. It was called Weird Worcester, in Worcester in the UK, and it was all Italian horror genre guests. It was incredible. I had the most amazing time. I got to meet Lamberto Bava, who was the one I was most excited about. Got Sergio Stivoletti, who did special effects for loads of Argento stuff, for Demons, obviously, Demons 2. He did the Demons 2 mini demon that I love. Man, there were so many people there. I got so many autographs. I got Blu-ray signed, DVD signed. It was an amazing time. Everyone was really friendly. Even met absolute legends like Sergio Martino, famous Italian director, Enzo Castellarelli. Man, it was incredible. I had the most amazing time. Took my girlfriend; she enjoyed it too. So yeah, I was blown away, and yeah, very very happy. Also, work-wise is good. I'm in a new store now. Having a good time there with the new people, and my girlfriend has got a new job as well. So yeah, man, it's happy days.
Hell yeah.
How about yourself?
Well, man, I'm still at the Keystone Shooting Center. We're selling high-end
Mhm.
firearms and firearm accessories. Uh, but Hank Hill there. Anyway, but yeah, that's going wonderful. Really enjoying the switch in professions, but went out on a risk and it definitely paid off. But man,
Excellent.
I got some physical media pickups like some Criterion films. We got No Country for Old Men and then
hmm
Wim Wenders' Perfect Days. I don't know if you've watched that. I believe it's on Disney Plus for you. I
I've
could
not
be
seen it.
wrong. Uh, it's rad. It's
hmm
different. Really good soundtrack, and of course, Wim always tries to find like the greatest joy in some of the most monotonous, simple things, and he pulls it off here. Love it. Would recommend it. Of course, I got films that are complete opposites, but
hmm
that's just what was on sale. And it came same day delivery too, so I can't complain.
Wow.
Yeah,
There you go.
very good stuff.
Amazing.
But there's been some physical media news since we
hmm
have talked to you guys, and we'll get to that now. So, of course, it's time for that physical media roundup. Paul, Vinegar Syndrome, it's partners only month. So, that means none of the mainline releases, but we are
hmm
going to go over to their partners' label section. That includes Glass Eye Pix doing Automatons, Cartuna doing Cash Cow, IFC Films doing a film called Dandelion, Saturn's Cores doing a volume 2 to their David the Rock Nelson collection. I'm going to have to pick that one up. Shutter's doing Destroy All Neighbors. That's a hot ticket item from what I saw.
hmm
Canadian International Pictures is doing The Devil at Your Heels. Film Movement Classics is doing Edward II or Edward II, however you want to say it. IFC Films was uh, doing Enter the Void, which quickly sold out in all forms. And it says
Really?
so on the website. Yeah, so any Gaspar Noé films go really quickly. Umbrella Entertainment, Final Cut. Uh, Factory 25, Kill the Moonlight. VHS Shitfest, The Killing Tide. That thing looks bonkers. Brainstorm Media is doing Limbo. Kim Stim, which is a new one, is doing
Slim.
Mamavre or whatever. I don't know. It has
Mhm.
some weird shit going on there. Jack Analogue's doing Men of Deeds. Music Box Selects is doing Rounding. EPR Media is doing Samurai Priest, Vampire Hunter. another hot ticket item. America Genre Film Archive, AGFA, for you folks who know, was Scarecrow in a Garden of Cucumbers, but that also sold out. Pretty crazy stuff there. Film Movement is doing Sissy and I. Shutter's doing Sissy. Completely different film, spelled differently. Bleeding Skull's doing Suro. Alien Hitchhiker, another hot ticket item. Film Movement's doing Tahara. Connie's doing Tokyo Uber Blues. I think I'm getting into last month's one. I am. Anyway, also, right now, actually, no, July 1st through 7th, are doing an Alien Invasion Summer Subscriber Week thing. So, what is Summer Subscriber Week? The first 7 days of July are a celebration of all things Vinegar Syndrome. During the 7-day period, our 2025 Midway subscription will be available to purchase. Plus, we'll have a new disc plus merch releases, a selection of heavily discounted daily deals, new VSMC loyalty products, and a chance to win a 2025 Midway subscription. When does it start? The festivities will kick off at 12:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, July 1st, and run through Monday, July 7th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The news releases and daily deals will be added to the site at 12:01 p.m. Eastern Time each day of the sale. So at noon every day, it'll be updated.
Right.
This year's Alien Invasion Summer Subscriber Week will bring you three new VS titles, one VSU, one VSL, one VSA, and one DeGelzer Blu-ray plus VHS combo, 2 Cinemagraph, 2 catalog slips, and 22 new partner label releases. On top of the new releases, we're also offering a selection of heavily discounted titles each day. Everything from VS limited editions, 4K UHDs, box sets, partner labels, and more. Discounts will range up to 70% off at MSRP. So be sure to check the daily deals section each day at 12:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see what's new. Plus, an added bonus will be offering 5 times the VSMC points on the daily deal purchases. So if you use points, get them. That'll definitely be worth it. What I use my points on, Paul, is getting $10 off my order. Because you know me, I place big orders, and any little bit helps. I'm not a subscriber guy because I'm a picky bitch, and I don't always like the movies they release. Go figure. But
wow.
You know,
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you picked up everything.
No. That would kill the bank, sir. But there's a little release schedule that you can view over on support.vinegarsyndrome.com. It kind of gives you a little rundown of what to expect each day. It doesn't give you all of the things, but it kind of tells you what's going to be released on what day, like what label's going to release on that day. So, like, for example, on the 4th of July, Vinegar Syndrome Labs is going to do a release plus daily deals. So nothing too crazy.
Awesome.
And so on and so forth. Yes. Paul, what about Kino?
Kino Lorber, well, they are bringing us Undisputed from 2002 in 4K.
Is that the fighting movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. The Two Jakes from 1990, which I hadn't heard of until earlier today. It is apparently the sequel to Chinatown.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, starring Jack Nicholson. And do you know why I found that out today? Because I was watching a retro clip on YouTube of the opening night of Tim Burton's Batman in 1990, and they had like the red carpet, everyone coming in, and Jack Nicholson turned up about halfway through the film, and they said that he had been filming The Two Jakes, which is a sequel to Chinatown. That's the only reason I know, and I love seeing all that stuff of the best Batman. It's cool. So yeah, that's how I know.
Okay. What else?
Scoop from 2006. Frankenstein's Bloody Terror, coming in 3D from 1968. I still love how the 3D stuff's coming out. I don't know who still has 3D TVs, but there you go. Smoke from 1995. 4 Rooms is coming to 4K, also from 1995.
The sequel to 3 Rooms.
Really?
No.
I know it was a Tarantino movie. Ask. Oh, Esk. Yeah, no, I think did you not write it or something? You wrote or one of the stories or something like that.
Oh, let me double check that.
I remember when it came out on video back in the day, and I'm sure his name was stuck on the front, even though it wasn't.
Actually, yes, he wrote one of the parts. You were correct.
There you go. Yeah, I knew his name was plastered all over it. Also, it came out after Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, and around about the same time as From Dusk Till Dawn. So yeah, his name was
Is
huge.
it an anthology? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that
it's
makes sense.
Tim Roth, isn't it?
Allison Anders, Alexander Rockwell, Robert
Hmm.
Rodriguez, and Quentin Tarantino.
There you go. Also from Kino Lorber, we have The Vengeance of Dr. Mabaus from 1972. There we go.
Okay.
Shall I do imprint films
Of course.
from Australia? So the Neverending Story in 4K is coming in a steelbook edition. So that's annoyed some people because I don't know if you remember, but they released last year the ginormous Neverending Story life-size book with all the
Yes, you
extras in
have
it.
it.
I've got it. Yeah, it's an amazing collection. But people are saying when they did that, they said they would never do another version. Which everyone would know that's a lie if they did say that. But I don't remember them saying that.
They never said that.
So there is now a Steelbook edition 4K coming out. It's quite expensive. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but it's expensive. People complain like that. And also, yes, it's the 4K Steelbook, and yes, they've got the extended German cut on there, but the German cut is only in Blu-ray, whereas in the ginormous set, the 4K German, the German set was also in 4K. So
Oh.
I guess they don't want to take stuff away from the all amazing set, which is almost sold out. I think they were down to under 200 copies the last time I checked. Kind of surprised it didn't sell earlier, but it did have a very hefty price, the big
Yeah.
one, and apparently this one's not too much cheaper.
A lot of people have been complaining about the tariff increase on 4Ks, but
Yeah,
things be like that.
America, isn't it? So there you go. The Alfred Hitchcock Hour from 1962, 32 episodes. That's going to be a nice
Is
big
that all of them?
box set. I think it said season 1, so I don't know how many
Mm,
seasons there are. So yeah, the 39 Steps and The Lady Vanishes double set. I know you like your
nice.
double features from 1978 and 1979, respectively. And Hitchcock, The Early Years, Volume 1, which I believe is a lot of his shorts and things like that.
Yeah.
Not so familiar.
It's silent type stuff.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so
Or like, yeah.
I'm not too familiar with it. Can I do Cape Light Pictures in
Yep.
good old Germany? So this, I believe, is a 4K premiere in the first time in the world. This movie has got a 4K release, and that is 1991's Double Impact, arguably one of Van Damme's best films.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree? Yeah. So obviously, because it's Cape Light, because it's German, it'll be in a lovely, big, fat, thick media book, which I love. Also, a film which I really want to see. They are releasing The Ugly Stepsister from 2025,
Body
also in
horror
4K.
fantasy?
Sorry?
Body horror fantasy?
Yeah, it looks like it. I watched the trailer. The trailer looks really good. It's obviously a take on the fairy tale. But yeah, it is some sort of body horror slash fairy tale movie. It looks really good. Yeah. What else you got,
So,
DJ?
Paul, what's
Yeah.
Vestron Video doing?
Vestron Video, the Vestron Collectors series.
The Collector series, one of our
Wow.
favorites.
Probably one of the most requested movies for that range of all time, if you look
I
in internet
think you're
forums.
correct.
Yeah. They are doing 1991's Ghoulies Go to College. Is finally getting a Blu-ray release outside of Germany. Yeah. And it's got some stacked extras, right?
Stacked extras. Paul, you want to talk about them extras, buddy?
There is a brand new commentary on there by two film historians.
Oh, what
Um,
are those? What are those? The names of
they
those
are
guys?
from Project Louder,
Oh,
TJ Bowser and Paul Ashford. That is us.
oh! That's it. Look at that. Look
Yeah,
at that.
man.
That's why the name of the episode is "We Went to
Yeah.
College, but Not Really."
Yeah. So how amazing is that?
It's tremendous. We were presented with an opportunity, and
Hmm.
Paul gave us this opportunity. Thank you, Paul. Really appreciate that. And
Yeah. Well,
we managed to produce something that apparently was decent enough that you guys
mhm.
will be able to experience it next month, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's August, isn't it? It's coming out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, very, very exciting. Couldn't believe it. I mean, as I said, we did that commentary what a year and a half ago, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we weren't allowed to say anything about it. You know, we're not naughty, so we kept it completely secret. Um, it's been a long time coming, but here it is. So yeah, and I had an amazing time doing it, geeking out.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I know so much about that film. I've seen it so many times. Um, and yeah, we had a great time. It is, yeah, and I'm very, very happy that they've taken it up and used it, and it's going to be in the legit actual release, which is incredible. Um,
I'm
yeah,
excited to be able to go to this local store and buy a physical copy. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be wild.
I won't be able to do that, unfortunately, but I've pre-ordered a copy, and it's going to my friend's house in America, who will send it to me. Obviously, it is a USA only release currently.
Uh-huh.
Although Vestron Video Collector Series, they do some in the UK, so I might
It's
might
kind
be
of
able to
funny
try
when
it.
we did we produced the one for Umbrella.
Mhm.
Uh, that one was, only down there. So
Oh yeah, yeah, that was Australia. That was yeah,
1 and 2, the double feature.
Australian only, and but that was multi-region, I believe. This one is going to
Uh,
be. Well, it says
release
it's
date
region.
July 15th in America. Sorry.
Oh, was it? I thought it was August. Wow, that's
No?
really soon.
Yeah, next month.
Wow. Yeah, super exciting, man. And not only is our commentary on there, there is some new extras on there as well.
Hmm.
There's a interview with Evan McKenzie, who played Skip Carter, the main guy, and there is also a special effects feature, which I'm very interested to check that out. I don't know who's in it or who they talk to, but that'll be super cool. The whole package is going to be super cool. And it's got a beautiful new artwork as well, which you can now see for yourselves if you look online. Man, yeah, extremely excited about that one. Extremely excited.
Yes.
And it's surreal to see our name or my name, your name as well as a. Uh, uh,
Did you see the photo on that they have on for the back of the disc?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's so cool.
yeah. Film historians. That's it.
Yeah.
Film historians.
Uh,
Incredible. Highly recommend everyone pre-orders that and gets
yes,
it.
please support this release. Maybe we can
Yeah.
do more in the future. It'll
Hmm.
only get better from here, guys. Also, I just a little side break here. The
Hmm.
documentary that I produced before, uh, what was it? COVID hit in
Yep.
2019. Hearts of Darkness: The Making of the Final Friday. We won an award. I believe it was it the Ravencroft Film Festival? I
Yeah.
want to
I
say
saw the
that's what it
post.
was called.
Hmm.
Adam Marcus posted about it earlier this week. I just want to say congratulations to the rest of the team and everybody involved. And it was
Hmm.
really cool to see the reception at Texas Frightmare, and of course our overseas premiere as well. Very, very good stuff. Overwhelmingly positive reviews all over the board. And hopefully, as it continues to travel through festivals, we can continue to pick up awards because it's a labor of love, and we've been working on that thing for like 5 years. It's been
Hmm.
absolutely nuts. So it finally coming to light and getting recognition. It's really nice to
Amazing.
see,
Yeah, yeah.
and that I
Absolutely.
hope eventually we can talk about a physical media release with that one.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yes, Umbrella Entertainment actually announced some stuff today.
Hmm.
Paul and I were talking about it pre-show. That includes the ABCs of Death from 2012, which I'm surprised they haven't done earlier.
Yeah.
The Reef from 2010. That's one of them shark movies that
Yep. Yep.
not really is talked about a lot. Yeah, just how it is. The Resurrection of the Golden Boy from 1979. That's like one of those Chinese action flicks, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. And then Angst, the German film 4K 1983. Not a lot of 4K offerings coming from Umbrella as of recently, but maybe like one a month or something like that. So
Hmm.
not bad.
Yep.
Shutter is doing a steelbook of In a Violent Nature, 4K at that. If you
Yeah.
like that movie, yeah, hook and all, pal.
I have
Universe,
seen it. Have not seen it.
Universal's doing Meet the Parents in 4K in
Oh,
2000.
do you know
Long
who wrote that?
overdue.
Do you know who wrote that?
Who wrote?
Same writer as Schoolers Go to College.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've completely forgotten his name. I'm very sorry. Yeah, he wrote Meet the Parents, and then
I'm pretty sure we talked
actually
about that.
he rewrote scenes for or he rewrote the script for Schoolers Go to College. I think we talked about that in the commentary
Yeah,
actually.
for sure.
So yeah, he came on board. Jim First name's Jim.
That's how long ago we
But
haven't
yeah,
brushed up on our notes.
man.
I do remember us
Heis
gushing about
Heis
Ninja
Heis
Turtles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No spoilers. Come on. Here we go.
Anyway, straight out of Compton, 4K Steelbook,
Mhm.
2015, very cool. Casper from 95, 4K Steelbook, another one that I'm surprised hasn't come out sooner.
Yeah.
Them Severin boys are doing some cool stuff. We're getting a little box set. Danza Macabre Volume 4, Terror
Yeah.
Creatures from the Grave, 1965, Night of the Damned, 1971, The Devil's Wedding Night from 1973, and Baby Yaga from 1973.
Yeah. You picking
Yeah.
that up?
No.
No. I'm taking
Warner
it.
Brothers is doing The Mask from 1994, 4K Steelbook. I'll have to get
Yep.
that. My wife is a big fan of that film.
Really?
The Conjuring in 4K Steelbook as well, 2013.
Mhm.
The only scary one of the bunch, I think.
Oh, I thought The Nun was good. Or scary. That was a
Yeah.
Conjuring one, right? That was Conjuring. Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
the Annabelle movie where the
oh, was
ghost pukes in the mouth of the little girl? Is it the second one? That's a fun one.
possibly. They all kind of, yeah. They
They're
kind of
all
mix
they're
together
all
now.
blending together. That's the
Yeah.
problem with that series. Yes.
Mhm.
What about Hammer, Paul?
Well, they're releasing Blood Orange in 4K, and I can confidently say I've never heard of that one or
Me
seen it.
either.
So,
That's probably because it's
Hammer,
a
that
50s movie.
yeah, 1953. So they're really doing the obscure stuff. So I picked up their very first release, Captain Kronos,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty obscure, but it was a cool film. And ever since then, they've announced the real obscure stuff with these beautiful. They're all beautiful big box collector's editions. But
Is this a
man,
European company?
oh yeah, it's British. Yeah,
Okay.
Hammer. It's Hammer. You know,
Oh, hey, like Hammer
Hammer
Films?
horror. Hammer
Oh,
horror. Sorry, I should have said. Yeah. So all the old 50s, 60s, 70s films. For some reason they're starting off with like the real obscure stuff. But yeah, I'm sure that'll be a lovely big box
well,
release that
obscure
they do
stuff
the
is how
others.
you hook the. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I guess so. Yeah,
Everybody's
but
got the Hammer
they should
stuff,
do
but if
they
you get
should do
the
one on what they should do obscure, then a big one, obscure, then a big one. I don't know. I want to see Dracula.
there you go.
Deaf Crocodile, one of your
Former
favorite labels.
Vincent.
There you go. The Devil's Bride from 1974
Very
and
cool.
The Pied Piper from 1986.
Heard of that. Never watched it.
No. Second Sight, good old British label Second Sight, are doing the Pusher trilogy in 4K, ranging from 1996 to 2005. And The Innkeepers is coming to 4K from 2011. I remember that one was pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching that back when it came out. Eureka Entertainment, who did that beautiful China O'Brien box set, which you raved about.
No, I have the Vincent.
Flaming Brothers from 1987.
Mm.
Yeah. And Magnolia Pictures are releasing Man on Wire from 2008.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I do Anchor Bay. Don't hear
Yeah.
that name very often anymore. Dead Man's Barstool from 2018. And Candy Apple from 2015.
Very cool. So, coming
Yeah.
from Altered Innocence, former Vincent partner label, So Unreal from 2023. I haven't been a big fan of them since they left. Really haven't released anything that's super appealing to me.
Mm.
Entertainment in Videos doing Death of a Unicorn in 4K. Wonder
That's an
why
old
they're
school
doing it and not
label.
A24, huh?
Yeah, that's an old school label. It's, at least in the UK. That'll be the UK release.
Probably.
So
Fabulous Films, Jim Henson's The Storyteller, complete
mm,
collection 87 to 88. Is that
yeah, I didn't see
American?
that coming. I believe so. Yeah, it's like
Oh, okay.
I think it's 9 episodes. So I've only ever seen little clips. I didn't realize. I thought it was in like Rights Hell or something. But little clips appear on Instagram every now and again. So that's pretty interesting to see that coming out as a box set. There's apparently some really good special practical effects for it. Obviously, it's Jim
Oh,
Henson.
Rubber Monsters in there, possibly.
Yeah, I reckon it will be. So
Excellent.
I might be keeping an eye on that one.
Icon Film is doing Inside from 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Inside. What movie's that? I can't remember.
It's the sequel to Outside.
That helps. Okay. What's that movie with Willem Dafoe and he gets stuck inside the house?
I don't believe I'm familiar with
Yeah,
that.
it's that one.
It is that one.
It is that one. That's what we're
There you
talking
go.
about. No, that was in 2022. Sorry. This is
Right.
2024. This is a completely different film.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Damn it. Delirium Home Video is doing Doriana Gray from 1976. The Criterion Collection, which I mentioned earlier, is doing Read My Lips from 4K 2001. The Beat That My Heart Skipped from 2005. Flow in 4K from
Oh yeah.
2024. This is Spinal Tap in 4K.
Oof.
Finally.
Oh yeah.
Finally. From 1984, it goes to 11. Born in Flames from 1983, High and Low from 1963, and last but certainly not least, from Sony Pictures, Kroll, 4K Steelbook from
Oof.
1983.
What
A
a
film.
What a film. Yeah, what a film.
Shifting things to now in theaters, Paul.
Cinemas. Yeah.
Cinema.
28 years later.
Zombie
What?
wieners and
Yeah.
British dudes in tracksuits.
Yep. So because it's British, you don't like it because it's not George Romero. Just like you didn't like the last movie we reviewed, Living Dead at the Manchester.
How many George Romeros have angry pickle scenes with zombie cops?
I don't know. I don't know because you said that about Nosferatu. I don't think that was too obtrusive. But I don't know. 28 years later, I mean, obviously, I'm probably a bit biased because it's filmed in the UK.
Yes.
Director,
So when the dudes in tracksuits show up and save the day, you're like, oh yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
Soccer hooligans doing
Exactly.
doing the
Yeah. So it's doing good business apparently. So that's good.
Yes.
The first two
it's
are
because
amazing.
the first 9/10 of the movie's a masterpiece. That's why.
Yeah. Obviously, the first 28 movies were amazing. I loved them anyway. So it's good to see they finally come back to do the third one. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll be checking it out. I don't know if I'll go to cinema to see it, but I'll at least check it out when it hits streaming.
So F1, they're doing with Brad
F1 the
Pitt.
movie. Yeah, and that is getting bigged up over here. I've seen trailers for it, adverts for it everywhere.
Every Sunday, NASCAR runs the trailer for it.
So, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Because obviously, I watch F1. I get F1's not that big in America, is it?
I watch the E-Prix.
That's not F1 though. What's the E-Prix?
Yes, it is. It's the electric cars.
That's not F1 though.
Yes, it is. Yeah. We both own electric cars, Paul. You of all people know.
Is it a support race? I don't know. Is that a support race for F1?
I don't know. The races show up on my Amazon and I watch them.
F1 is like the real deal, though. You guys. I mean, they're big enough in America. They do this.
You watch the
Vegas.
The
they do Vegas.
F1?
They do Texas. Sorry.
You ever watch the girls F1, the Academy?
No, I do not. I only see like the big F1 races. Obviously, I'm a big Lewis Hamilton fan.
Oh.
8 times champion or whatever he is now. Yeah, so yeah, I love F1. So I know they got Brad Pitt popped up a few times on like the pit walks and stuff during or before the races. So yeah, I'm interested to check that one out. It's getting mega hyped.
Racing movies, Days of Thunder 2. Jeff Gordon and Tom Cruise recently have been talking about Days of Thunder 2. So
also that's probably one of my favorite Tom Cruise films easily.
Yes.
Days of Thunder. Yeah.
It's a damn fine film. I got the 4K recently. Forgot about I bought that.
Yeah. Really? I've got the 4K as well. Yeah. There you go.
Tremendous. Only 5.1 though, Paul, with the sound selection. Kind of disappointing there because I have that Atmos and I really wanted that whole I only got some of that. You know what I mean?
You have to get Talladega Nights for that, I guess.
Yes. Shake and bake. Anyway, so we're getting Jurassic Park 7. Yes, you heard me right.
Yeah.
And if you're expecting the same vibes as the first film, you're getting the same vibes as the third film. It's not as bad as the last 3, but I can tell you everything I've read has been mostly meh.
Honestly, it's kind of come out of nowhere, that one. I haven't seen much in the way of promoting it.
I feel like other than the river scene being talked about, like, yeah, they're finally doing it. That's all I really seen. I hope it's good, but nothing's going to recapture the vibe and the atmosphere of the first movie because it was like that perfect mesh of like horror atmosphere mixed with family movie. It's just great.
Yeah. And that was just had the massive the special effects in the first one. That's the first time computer effects were used, wasn't it, really? And also to such an amazing effect.
And is there anything cooler than that raptor scene when all the numbers show on its face? No. It's cool as fuck. It makes no sense, but it's cool. Elio, the Disney movie, right? The one that is underperforming from what I've read.
Yeah, I mean, what doesn't now from Disney, unfortunately?
True, but DreamWorks, on the other hand.
Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version.
Shot for shot.
Yeah.
At least this shot for shot remake doesn't have Vince Vaughn.
I'll check it out on streaming when it eventually comes out, just to see. I
Yeah.
love the animated version. I love it. That was cool. And I see they've just opened up recently Epic Universe in Florida, the new Universal Studios theme
Yes.
park. And there is a How to Train Your Dragon world. It looks really cool, and they've got these amazing, those little robot dogs.
Yeah.
I think the army used them and stuff. They've got those, but they're dragons. There's a robot dog underneath, but it's a dragon on top, and it looks incredible. They come out and greet the guests and stuff. It's wild how technology
Very
comes
cool.
on. Yeah.
Mission Impossible 8 is in theaters. From what
Mhm.
I've read, it's 15 minutes of story and then Tom Cruise hanging on to a bunch of shit.
Yeah, sounds all right.
I don't know. I think this is the last one. Thank God.
I believe so, yeah.
Again, some of these movies we're talking about, most of these movies we're talking about are sequels or remakes. Kind of just like literally 2 of the movies that we've talked about today that are in theaters are originals. The rest are
Yeah.
remakes or sequels, and that's kind of
Mhm.
sad. But yeah, that's just the general.
That's the way it goes.
So the Toxic Avenger full trailer finally came out, and it's
Yeah.
definitely a thing,
Yep.
and it's
Oh, yeah.
a little bit different than the OG, like
Mhm.
story-wise, premise-wise, but
Mhm.
we kind of got to watch the movie before we judge it here, you know?
Yeah, I think the trailer looks good.
Yeah.
I've been interested since those first screenshots. I mean, it's fair, from the screenshots, I was a bit worried, but now seeing the full trailer, seeing how he moves and stuff and talks, I think it looks really cool. I think it's gonna be good, and it's getting a worldwide cinema release. We're getting it in the UK, Australia's getting it, America's getting it. An actual, I can't. If you'd ever said to me like, "Oh yeah, Toxic Avenger is going to be in the cinema, or they're going to reboot it and put it in the cinema,"
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have believed you. I mean, it may be straight to video, or DVD, or Blu-ray, or streaming, as it is nowadays. But actual cinema release or theatre release for you, that's wild. That's wild. And to have that cast as well: Kevin Bacon, Peter Dinklage, and
Yeah. Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. That's it. I was going to say Eli Roth, but that was very wrong.
I pulled up the Amazon listing for Casper.
Mm-hmm.
Guess the price.
Dollars. It's going to be $34.99. Go on now.
$45.49 for pre-order price right now.
That's that Steelbook Premium.
Steelbook Premium.
You do like your Steelbooks though, so you will get
Meet
it.
the Parents 4K $40.49. Straight out of Compton 4K $52.99.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad.
We are paying a premium these days.
I've
The
got-
Conjuring one's only $35 though.
Yeah, there's Steelbooks though, and Steelbooks are. I mean, that sounds like
Oh
there's some
shit!
sort of-
I didn't know the Casper 4K comes with Casper the Friendly Ghost original theatrical shorts.
Ooh, I
That's
didn't know that.
cool.
I mean, those prices. It sounds like there's a tariff on them or something. I don't know. Would that be the case?
Yeah, there is.
That sucks for you.
Yeah, it does. I'm probably gonna have to buy Casper too. It's badass.
That is a good. It is a good film.
Yes.
It is a
Hey,
very good film.
Sorcerer comes out soon, doesn't it?
It's got to be. We've talked about that one before.
Oh, it comes out today, dude.
Today.
Today from
Wow.
Criterion. Sorcerer comes out.
Yeah.
$35.
That's better price, isn't it? That's
That's not bad.
But I was
at
saying
all.
that when I was at my horror convention a couple of weekends ago, there
That's for the 4K.
was a huge physical media store there. Because I didn't say it. It's the people that did the convention were Treasured Films, UK label.
Mm-hmm.
They had a huge stall. They also sell physical media from around the world on it to us in the UK. But the prices are crazy. You think you're paying a lot for your American release as well. When they get over here, the prices are jacked up. But
Mhm.
Treasured Films are cool. They had a massive selection. I didn't pick anything up though, but I did pick up 3 Mogwais, which is really cool. And I finally found them for retail price. So I was super excited about that. Yeah.
Can you confirm that the new 50th anniversary Jaws 4K release has that new documentary that's coming out?
I cannot confirm that. I know the documentary is just. I thought it was a separate thing.
It is.
Jaws 50. Isn't it?
See, I thought that. I thought I read somewhere that the Jaws 50th. Let me see here. I'm going to pull it up on Blu-ray.com. This is where we get most of our information. We're not sponsored by them, but we definitely endorse their service. Let me see the news as of April 29th. Doesn't say anything here.
I'm pretty sure it's a standalone doc. Oh, there is a 50th anniversary steelbook. I bet
That's what
you'll.
I'm saying.
Nah, they won't include the doc in there, will they?
This might be something we have to research and then follow up with you.
Nah, I'm
There's
sure I
two
would have.
different versions, I think.
I'm sure I would have known about that if it was on there.
They're just going to make us buy Jaws again. I think that's what's going to happen.
Jaws at 50, the definitive inside story. Well, the trailer's linked. I know it's on there.
It is?
Hang about. Hang about. That's really confusing. I'm on whysoblue.com. They've got it at the bottom of the review.
Mm-hmm.
Extras. Yeah, it's listed in the extras.
There we go.
Yeah.
So that's for the Steelbook, the 50th anniversary Steelbook.
Yes.
Yes. So, recommendation of the week, Paul.
So for me, so again, Italian themes. I went to the Italian convention. It was amazing. I've chosen Wax Mask from 1997. A film that really went under the radar, I think. I remember when it was in development, and I used to read about it in horror magazines. So it's going to be the all-time great collaboration between Dario Argento and Lucio Fulci, or Lucio Fulci, how you say it. They collaborated for a while. I mean, the story goes that they were enemies for a while. They didn't like each other because obviously they were rival filmmakers in Italy. But then apparently Dario saw Lucio at a convention, and he was in ill health in a wheelchair. So he just went over and chatted to him, and turns out they really got on with each other. And they said, "Hey, we should probably do a movie together." Dario was going to produce it. Lucio was going to direct. First of all, it was going to be a mummy film, but then he decided, no, let's do the Wax Mask based on the Wax Museum. And they went through loads of scripts, blah, 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 all that stuff. Finally got around to agreeing on what they're going to do. Apparently, they argued a lot if you watch the extras on the Wax Mask Blu-ray. Unfortunately, Lucio passed away before it went into production. So Dario then chose Sergio Stivoletti, who was his right-hand man for the special effects, to direct it. It was his first directing gig for a movie. He did it. And it's such a great film. It's so cool. He did change. Said himself he changed quite a lot of it from the Lucio Fulci version because that's not him. He said he couldn't just fill it with gore because that was a Lucio thing. But yeah, it's a super cool film, man. I love it. It just seems to not really be talked about. There is a really nice Severin release of it, which I've got. And I've now got it signed. Oh, no, I haven't got it signed. I got Sergio to sign the Laserdisc, which I've also got because that just looked a bit cooler. But yeah, it's an amazing film. It's really kind of gothic style. It's the color. The 4K looks amazing from Severin. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's it's got some amazing special effects. Pretty crazy ending as well. Which I don't really spoil. But if you open up the Severin release, it's there on the inside cover art.
Ruined.
But yeah, highly recommend it. I don't know if it is streaming anywhere, but it's definitely a beautiful Severin
Maybe
release.
Tubi.
Quite possibly Tubi.
Yeah.
Otherwise, pick up that Severin release because it's really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My recommendation is a documentary on Amazon Prime Video called American Thunder NASCAR to Le Mans. It is about the NASCAR organization trying to put together a NASCAR that can run the 24-hour Le Mans race. It's very, very cool. It's a very emotional story, and I really enjoyed it. It was cool. It was like a fish out of water story, having American Motorsports be over there with the rest of the cars and actually performing. So, yeah, very cool.
I thought NASCAR can only turn one way, though.
That is false because we have street races as well. I believe the Mexico City race they had a couple weeks back was a form of street race.
Nice.
It's cool stuff.
Is that streaming?
Yes. Prime Video in America premiered June 12th. So about 12 days ago.
I've got a bit of a thing for racing movies, racing documentaries,
Mm-hmm.
because I like all that stuff. So yeah, I haven't seen that one, so I'll check it
Have you
out.
watched Ford versus Ferrari?
Of course, I have.
Maybe we'll do
I
that
think it
next.
was called something else over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they called it something else. Oh, that's going to bug me now. It was called something else in the UK. They didn't call it, but that was a really good film. I loved it. Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
good. I liked the. I even saw the DeLorean movie, whatever that was called. Have you seen that? That was really cool. That wasn't racing though. That was more just about cars, but
Yeah.
what happened to the John DeLorean and stuff. Yeah, I've seen so many racing documentaries slash movies. Yeah.
That's good stuff. That's a good topic that we
Hmm.
both like. So I think we'll actually probably review Ford versus Ferrari next week for our celluloid psychosis pick.
That sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
Kind of expressing our love for everything here on the show, but that was the whole
Yeah.
point. I mean, we're
I
on
mean,
episode 55 now, so
I swear it's called something else in the UK. I'm trying to find out.
is it,
Sure, it had a different name.
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, Le Mans '66.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess Le Mans not that well known in America. Would be my guess.
No, that's
That's got
probably
to
why
be.
they called that documentary American Thunder, not
Yeah, yeah,
NASCAR to
yeah,
Le
yeah.
Mans.
It's just called Le Mans '66 over here. Yeah, man.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to our first stream in a while. Really, really appreciate it. We'll be back next week with our review of the film Ford versus Ferrari, also called Le Mans 66. Correct, Paul?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually I think it's Le Mans '66, also known as Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay. Anyway, with that being said, thank you, Paul, for that. I'm TJ Bowser. That's Paul Ashford. Tally ho.